good. They had a lot of work.
I know.
They're doing good.
Okay, that's the most work they've ever had, I think.
It is. I mean, there was a lot to do, but let me kind of tell you, overall, all good news. I can
Okay.
say that. In no particular order, let's start with Ananda, the big girl. So,
Okay.
So of course we took off the growth on the toe.
Okay.
We took off the one on the ear.
Okay.
Took off the one by the rear end, which I did not send in for biopsy.
Okay.
And I took off the one on the tail, and all of those have stitches, including the one on the ear.
Okay, got it.
The two growths on the eyelid, we zapped out with cautery, and those are going to have to granulate in. And I not too long ago, I had a similar procedure on my eyelid, and your eyelid will swell, and so we could expect that having that surgery is going to cause the eyelid to swell.
Okay.
And some dogs that bothers them, some dogs it doesn't.
Okay.
But I could feel it on my eyelid, but of course I didn't rub it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I could feel it. Now I'm going to send home an antibiotic ointment. That is to be applied twice a day.
Okay.
On like it goes, you can go in the eye, but it's really to go above the eye. But it's an eye medicine, so if you get it in the eye, it's perfectly safe.
Okay, got it.
So you're going to put a little on your finger and just kind of smudge it on that upper eyelid twice a day.
Okay.
About a quarter of an inch or so.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a twice a day for, I think I wrote for a week.
Okay. Twice a day a week.
The trouble one we're going to have is the tail. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm fairly confident, as much as my eyes can tell us, that I was able to remove the whole thing.
Okay.
But there's a lot of tension. It's very tight to close the tip of the tail.
Yeah.
And every time she wags her tail, what's going to happen? All the blood flows down to the tip of the tail. And if she bangs her tail on anything, it's just going to open right up.
Okay.
Right? So we got 100 problems with that. Tail things can just be a nuisance. So when we have her in surgery, we wrap her tail with a light bandage to keep all the hair, so we can just clip the very tip of the tail.
Yeah.
So we left that bandage on, and we put a small bandage over the tip of the tail.
Okay.
This bandage will not stay on, meaning that no matter what we do, we'll be lucky if it stays on for 24 hours. At the most, I would love it to stay on for 5 days, but odds are she's going to wag her tail and it's going to be flinging off, okay? So once it's off, we usually leave it off, but if it stays on, it'll give us some extra protection on the tip of the tail.
Okay, but can I re-put it on? Re-put on something to protect?
Yeah, I'm going to say only if we need to.
Okay, okay.
It's very hard to put and keep a bandage on the tail.
Oh, okay, right, I understand. Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. But let's see how this works, and again, we'll keep it on for as long as we can.
Okay. Okay. My question about the tail. Now, if I do manage to put one on, if it falls off, am I gonna irritate anything, or am I not helping?
If it falls off, no.
Okay.
If it falls off, but obviously, putting it on and keeping it to stay on without, putting 7 wads of tape up and down the ear, up and down the normal tail is very difficult.
I got you.
So
yeah.
So we as a profession have difficulty wrapping tails.
Yeah,
Okay?
Doctor. Yeah, you know that stuff that bandages that sticks without sticky. I forgot what is. Because my boyfriend he's an athlete, and they use this bandage that there's no.
It's called athletic tape or athletic wrap.
Yeah.
It came from the veterinary side called vet wrap.
Uh-huh.
So that's not the key.
Okay, gotcha.
You're wrapping a tail. Okay. It isn't that. Believe me.
I got you. The tape is not the problem, but the tail is the problem.
No, it's the tail.
Okay.
It's the tapering organ that wags.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So I'll just say that hopefully it stays on for a day or two, and when it does come off, hopefully there's no bleeding. Okay. And if she doesn't bang it on something, it won't be. Okay. So at that point, just leave it alone, and then basically the stitches on the ear, the toe, the rear end, and the tail are going to come out 10 to 14 days.
Okay.
So we should be good with her, on that. That was her, biggie. She, of course, had her teeth cleaned her teeth not nearly as bad as her sister's.
Yeah.
Cleaned up very nicely. She does have some staining in her on her enamel.
Okay.
But that's not to be confused with tartar. It's what it is. There's enamel, and then underneath the enamel is a brown part of the tooth called dentin, and her dentin shows through. And it's kind of like people who drink coffee. That's a staining from coffee. Hers isn't that. Hers is the under tooth is coming out, and so you see the brown look instead of the pearly white on some teeth. Not all teeth, just on some teeth.
Okay.
I think I wrote on her little notes about that. So,
okay.
So she was under for like an hour and a half. Did great. She was awesome. She had what, 6 growths removed, 7, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, count them, and did very, very well.
Okay.
So and then they both got locals at all the spots, anesthetic locals.
Okay. Okay.
Not much more because of the spots. So hopefully, so far she hasn't messed with them at all.
Okay.
You're going to get some antibiotics for both of them. You're going to get some antibiotics and an anti-inflammatory at home.
Okay.
Them. One of them is once a day. The other one is twice a day. You're going to start them both in the morning. Directions are right on the label. A lot of things I'm telling you, we already wrote down for you.
Okay.
You know, so it's not, anything else other than that. Yeah. We trimmed both their nails really short. We expressed their anal sacs,
thank you! I always forget to ask about the anal sac. After I leave, I should have asked for that. Okay.
So we got them out for you. Dahlia, her growth on her hip was a sebaceous cyst.
Okay.
So I'm not sending that in. I'm glad we got it out. It was really ugly. Okay?
Yeah.
And the good news is those are benign. Okay, and they're not. You can get other ones, of course.
Yeah.
But it's not, catchy or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that one has been, resolved. It's gone now. There's stitches there. Same thing. Don't let her lick at it, etc. Her teeth, of course, much more tartar, much more gum inflammation. Mm-hmm. She just doesn't have as good a teeth. That's
yeah.
it. And Dolly, she, the upper right canine tooth that we previously bonded.
Yeah.
We did X-ray that. It still looks very healthy in the root.
Okay,
the tooth
good.
Below it, the canine tooth just below that one, the right lower canine tooth, is pretty discolored and pretty brown and pretty yucky looking.
Okay.
I was worried about that tooth. I did take an X-ray. Happily, that tooth is okay too.
Okay.
So we've got those 2 huge teeth in the mouth.
Right.
I did not rebond that one tooth because it looked good.
Okay.
And the bonding site looked good, and so you're okay with that.
Okay.
So the only other thing I'd say about her, other than we are sending home with an antibiotic and an anti-inflammatory, her not on antibiotics is long because she just had the one surgical site. Her, when we took her to lab work, her liver enzyme was mildly elevated, and it could be because of the teeth. And what I wrote on your paperwork is maybe a month from now, have the technicians check a little mini blood test.
Okay.
Just to make sure that value is not going up.
Yeah.
We don't want it to go. But I think like the normal goes up to 120, and her number was 174. So not sky high, but enough to check again.
Yeah.
We want to make sure it's not like next time we check it that it's not 250.
Okay.
We don't want to see that.
Right.
So, but she did really well as well, and then both of them are going to be able to go home. I'm not exactly sure. It's 4:00 now. I would say probably let's maybe give us a call around 6.
Okay.
And when you call, tell them you spoke with me already.
Okay.
Okay. And that you're calling to see if they're awake enough to go home.
Okay.
And then that'll clue them in to go right to the surgical technicians, and they'll ask them, et cetera, how they're doing, and they'll make the decision when they get to release them, and they'll go over everything with you, basically.
Okay.
I know you've gotten it once, and it's all going to be written down, but they'll probably go over some things with you as well. And then no biopsies needed.
Okay.
That's with the sebaceous cyst, and short of that, I'm really happy with how they did. It was a lot of work, but bless their hearts, they both did fabulous.
Yay.
And I'm glad we got that sebaceous cyst out for sure.
Yeah.
And I know that the big girl's going to have other growths pop up, but we just know that, but.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to send me the fish oil? Send me home with the fish.
I've got you some fish oil, some
Okay.
lilac. Yep. Send you home with some of that as well. Yeah.
Dr. Yak, her butt, the one on her butt, the big girl, everybody calls her big girl, Dr. Yak, even the groomer. I don't tell her that, but anyway, the one on her butt, I believe Dr. Crisillo did a biopsy on it, and it was benign. You know, like, I think
it is too. Again, I'm not sending it out for a biopsy.
yeah, it's like, but it's 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about it.
Yeah, she's not acting, yeah.
Yeah, I'd send it in for a biopsy. We can't rely